I think you've definitely been in separation from this person for a long time. With this time flies, I'm seeing at least 2 to 3 years, I'm going to be honest with you. But yeah, quicker than expected, losing track of time, fleeting moments. That's what I'm saying with that quicker than expected. I feel like that's exactly how this collective is feeling. Again, go this whole reading to make sure it makes sense, as this is specific. You know this person's coming back intuitively. You know this person's coming back, and you could feel it, and you're like, well, that was quicker than what I expected. But with the T right there could have been a lot of talk about, third party outside interference about this connection, but I'm staring at that T again. This is how you view this person, with that having a reputation. That's what I brought up in the last part. I think this person's always had a horrible habit of coming in and out, in and out, in and out of your life. And that's another reason I think you're thinking very logically, is because I'm going to be honest, how you view this person right now, I don't think you think this person's made any growth whatsoever. I really don't think that you see them in that kind of light right now. Rising star, the Knight's Tale, chivalry, I can't talk right now, an offer of love, old-fashioned values right there. You have raised your standards, okay, because of this, again, and maybe that was a problem. Maybe this collective, again, I feel like this collective, you're taking inner accountability as well. There's a very neutral, I'm hearing neutral as usual Switzerland out of this collective. That could be, Switzerland could be significant to you. But anyways, I think that you're taking accountability with yourself as far as this dynamic of, I put up with the bare minimum. I let my person know that this behavior was okay. Okay, it's got to stop. Okay, so I think that maybe you're on the verge of, again, moving on, that you are wanting to get back out there. You're wanting to see other people. And again, I think you have, no offense, where before I don't think you did. I think you took in the first plate of shit somebody offered you. This time, not so much. Maybe that's another thing, or a frustrating thing for this collective, is maybe like you are having people ask you out, or maybe you are interested in, other people right now, and they're not meeting to your standards. So I'm hearing like you're kind of cutting people off right now. You're just like, nope. It's not even a place from picky. It's just, I've been down this road before. I'm not going back. Magical gateway. Go for it. On the right path. Wonderful new beginning. Okay. That's where I'm saying I think that you still, I don't want to say you hold out hope for this person, because I think that's kind of gone. He's barking, sign. But I'm kind of more seeing that as, you could be hearing dogs barking right now as you're watching this reading. 1 second. Anyways, as I was saying, I don't think you're, like, again, wishing the worst on your person, but if anything, I think it's the opposite. I think it's like, I wish you the best separately. I don't think, again, do not make these details fit. I get yelled at in the comments. I don't think this collective, you're wishing the worst on this person, but you're, at the same time, I am hearing that stay away from me, though, because every time you would come in and out of my life, you would make me feel some type of way. And I would go down this rabbit hole again of not taking care of myself. I think that you're holding yourself accountable. Maybe a part of you is right now a little bit worried that, well, if this person comes back, will I get anxious again? Will I do all this again? I think you're really kind of hoping that attachment's not there anymore when it comes to this person. You see what I'm saying? I feel like the right collective, it makes sense. The T, social circle, networking, meeting new people, going out and having fun right there. That's where I was saying this collective, you could very much be wanting to get more out there, meet other people for the time being. But that's kind of where I'm saying I think when you reflect back on this connection, like I said, especially, like I said, no offense, if this person did not treat you kind of the greatest, I feel like clearly when you think about this person has always prioritized other people above this connection. And I feel like this person's always made it very sparkling clear to you in a way. They could have been very hurtful and said, I'm choosing these people over you. I'm doing this, and kind of left you out in the dump. That's where I'm saying I think that you're hoping this person has grown up, and not so much to get back together, but it's more I hope you've grown up for the sake of the last time I left you behind. You were still in immature behavior, and I hope that you're not like that anymore. But again, like I said, it's kind of neutral. Neutral's usual Switzerland is what I want to say for this collective. You're not all middle fingers up. But Queen Bee, a natural leader standing out from the rest, ruler of their heart right there. Use your head. That's what I'm saying. This collective, you're very, like I said, I don't think you're wishing the worst. I don't think you're wishing the worst on this person, but you're also not like, baby, please come back. I miss you. You're definitely not doing that either. I think you are understanding your worth. I think you are understanding your own anxious attachments when it comes to this person. And I think there is a little bit of unknowingness about the third parties and if they've grown up. Let me do one more about that third party. What is going on with that third party stuff? Right here, waiting, expectations, yearning and longing, and then waiting period right there. And I feel like this collective, you maybe have, again, I brought up, you guys could have been broken or, separated for at least 2 to 3 years, because I think you may have spent a long time waiting for this person to come back around. And I feel like the reason is every time they would leave your life, there was kind of a ghosting situation, or they would kind of do the, I'll be back, I'll be back. They would always, just crack the door enough to not shut it all the way on you, but you knew they would always come back. But I feel like this is kind of a problem, though. Every time, like, maybe third-party interferences would kind of fall through right now, that's when they would shimmy their way back, and maybe that is something you're concerned about, especially if you're getting this energy of, oh, gosh, they're coming right back. It's kind of like, I'm kind of hearing, who broke your heart now? Who hurt you this time now? It's like this person has always treated you you feel like this person's always treated you like a safety net every time something shitty goes on in their life, and it mainly has to do with people. They may be involved with people that have, been caught up in their, in drama, in certain gossip scenarios, and your person gets caught up in some form of, let me do one more for that, and then I'll move on. Fair is fair. Justice, balance, mutual benefit. That's what you're wondering right now. I think if this person's getting to taste their own medicine, but I'm hearing again, because I feel the moon, fears, insecurity, sign. Things are not as they seem. There's information yet to be revealed right here. That's what I'm saying. I feel like that's how this collective you're embodying right now is the moon. We have a new moon coming up. It's on Tuesday. Maybe that's a sign for some of you. Maybe this will come in on a new moon for some. And that's just 3 days. That's 3 days away. Just saying, because I said at least 72 hours this would come in. But I think that part of you, I'm going to be honest, there's a small part of you that thinks, what if this time this person actually wants to make it right with me with that justice and with that right here waiting? I think that I don't think you're like, yay, but you're also not middle fingers up. You're very logical on this. I think there's a small part of you is like, you're doing no, I'll take it back, but I'll hear them out to see if maybe this person will make it right. Because again, back in part 1, you got the card of confession. You have a confession on your way, which makes me curious again, if this person is going to be doing some revealing as far as feelings, as far as, yin yangs and what. But I'm also hearing there is something about closure. Like I said, for some of you, there's a reason I'm hearing you're willing to hear them out. Don't make it fit. If that's not you, if this is not how you're feeling, no point of watching the rest, okay? But now I want to see, how does this person feel about you? But again, we got confession. Makes me curious. I think this person, let's hope that they're going to maybe confess some feelings. But I'm also hearing there could have been things going on in the background, this collective you're not aware about, okay? But again, you got date night coming up, but how does this person feel about this collective? Lady Spiderweb. And then the cosmos, you guys, your person believes you guys were, fated in the cosmos together. I think they are in this spot now where they are believing this connection, bringing together past, present, and future. Your person thinks at this point, okay, this connection is fated, where clearly for the past 2 to 3 years, don't make these details fit. Yeah, a big heart, genuine love, kind and love and generous can be trusted with your heart. Sorry, I said can't for a second. Can. I said can't be trusted, but it says right here, I'm sorry, it says can be trusted. I just want to make that clear. I feel there's a reason I said that. Clearly, I think that is maybe something that will come forward is, hey, you never trusted me in the past. Maybe now you can. But this person clearly feels like this connection is very much faded. Lighting the way, setting an example, the light of their life, setting strong boundaries. Yeah, there's been I feel like with these third parties I'm bringing up, I'm kind of hearing friends, okay? And for some of you, it could very much be family members.